it's something you want to explore?
Okay,
outside?
okay. I'll not lie to you. Yeah, we have a good friendship, and I feel like it will still be there even outside the house. But for relationship-wise, I won't want to fly on that. Trust me, I will not want to high jump or long jump anything, because I'll just be very honest with you.
Okay. I mean, guys, Siba, Giddyfia, Deji, and Diana, they had their brief interview with Ebuka. Of course, they've been evicted, so quite naturally, just as Ebuka interviews all the ex-housemates, they had their own interview, and I enjoyed Diana's interview. I enjoyed Deji's interview a bit, but when it got to Giddyfia's turn, I was just wondering, like, bro, what kind of lie did you just tell? This guy said something, and it got me choking, and I was just wondering, like, bro, how can you be such a chameleon? 1 minute on the show, you're saying this other thing, and then you come out of the house and you're saying something entirely different, something contrary to exactly what you said inside the house. Like, bro, why? You know what, here, guys, let me not even waste my energy ranting on the intro of this video, all right? So just go ahead, watch this video to the end, because we're going to smoke out Giddyfia on this video. We're going to smoke him out. So just watch this video to the end. Don't skip any part. And let me officially introduce all of you back to my YouTube channel. You especially, welcome back. My name is Bbnaija. This is Frankly Speaking with Glory, and I am the girl with the T. If you are new on here, as I'll always say, thank you so much for choosing to click on my videos to watch. But please do not leave without doing exactly what you see on your screen. All right? Now that's it. Let's quickly get into the video. Let's start with Deji's interview. Yeah, he had answered questions about a lot of things, but some of the things that really caught my attention was, number one, the reason he got close to Doyin. According to him, it was simply because his friend is Dotun, and Doyin is also friends with Dotun in the house, and so he just felt like, okay, fine, the friend of my friend is my friend, so let me just be cool with this girl. And then the way she had lied about her feelings, you know, towards him and towards Saif, guys, it was a huge turn off for him, because he had gotten into the house on a Sunday. Meanwhile, the previous Saturday, they had a party, and Doyin had been locked up in a very, very passionate kiss with Saif, and it was speculation going around the house. And so the very next day, Doyin had automatically approached him to tell him that she likes him and she does not like the other guy. So for him, that was just a huge turn of like, hey, you don't know me from anywhere. I just got into this house and you have been seeing this other guy. You've kissed him, you've danced with him, and now you're still coming to come and lie to me. You know, so for him, it was just that annoying audacity of hers to come and lie to him about affections, you know, in the early stages of him being in the house. And then talking about the thing going on between Daniela and Dotun, Ebuka had asked him specifically, like, okay, your friend Dotun, what's going on in that area? Guys, the things Deji said, it shocked me. It choked. This guy said that Daniela is actually doing things that would make people think that Dotun is actually the one that's not allowing her to be.
She also doesn't want him to give up. Like, of course, she's saying it that, oh, Dotun, I have a man. But at the same time, she's doing things that, you know, that wants him to not give up. Like bringing him close, you know, sometimes like stealing kisses here and there where people are not watching. Like,
that's out there in the open. Daniela would go on and say, oh, I've told this guy, you know, to stop chasing me, but he doesn't want to stop chasing me. Like, she'll create that impression. And then when she feels like the cameras are not watching or people are not watching, she'll be stealing kisses from Dotun. She's the one that is literally encouraging Dotun to chase her. She's the one that does not want Dotun to stop chasing her. So because of the happenings in the previous week, he wished Dotun would literally pull out of that thing he has with Daniela. Guys, the moment they just said all of those things, guys, my head almost exploded. I said, finally, someone has come out to come and affirm that Daniela is actually the one that's leading on this guy. Because I've said the same thing on my videos over and over again, that Daniela keeps on creating the impression that she's doing everything in her power, you know, to stop Dotun from chasing after her, because the guy knows that she's with Khalid. She has Khalid outside of the house. After the guys that come, Daniela knows what she's doing. She's experimenting. She's going after this guy. She's obviously very, very attracted to Dotun. She can't have enough of this guy. Oh, by the way, let me even inform you all. Last night, Daniela and Dotun, they were at it again. Whether they were kissing or whatever they were doing, whether they were smooching, guys, they were actually doing some very, very intense things beneath the duvet. And the camera, Kayode refused to show us 100%. Kayode was literally, you know, drifting from them to Sheikh and Bella, who were playing romance on their bed. Guys, Come on, come on. See, when Deji said all of that, guys, I was super excited and thankful for Dotun's revelation because trust me, Deji needs to be vindicated. Daniela has stretched this narrative for too long that she's trying so hard to move away from Dotun, but then Dotun is not letting her go. Now we've heard that Dotun is actually trying to let this girl go, but she's the one leading him on and not allowing him be. And then he had also talked about Chichi. For him, the reason he's now gravitating towards Chichi and would really love to know more about Chichi is because they've had conversations. He now knows about Chichi's background, he knows about her past, and he has also come to understand that her loudness is just basically a defense mechanism for, you know, her vulnerability inside. That has pulled him more to her because he wants to get to know her better. So when she comes out of the house, he would definitely want to get things happening with her. I also talked about his least favorite housemate. For him, that person is Bella, and it's because of a nasty attitude. And lastly, he had predicted that Fina will win because according to him, she's got all it takes to win the show. According to Giddyfia, the only reason he had gotten close to Amaka was because Daniela had actually encouraged him to go ahead and dance with her, first at the Saturday night party, and then secondly because his roommate had told him that that there's this girl, you know, that's feeling you in level 2. You totally need to get down with this girl. And so that was why he was entertaining all of our greetings and advances. Now this big head did not expose himself during that interview to say that when they were merged in that first week, he had been sleeping in Amaka's bed. Yes, even though Amaka was the one that actually placed the bed beside her bed for him, he had been the one that was kind of all over Amaka. Yes, from time to time, he would tell Amaka that they should cuddle. They even had a bit of a romantic session on that first night, yes, and they had kissed. So this guy, during the interview, he did not say all of that, oh. He was literally coming to come and say that, oh, it was because of Diana that he had gotten close to Amaka. I said, Giddyfia, make fire no burn that your mouth. It was when he talked about Rachel that I almost choked. This guy was literally giving the impression that he and Rachel, they can never be like an item outside the house, that he's not interested in pursuing a proper romantic relationship with Rachel outside of the house, but they are going to be very good friends. And I'm like, Giddyfia, oh, at the Saturday night party, were you not the one that was telling Rachel that, oh, this thing you people have does not end here? That both of you are going to extend it outside the house? Like, bruv, what is it with you being indecisive? What is it with all the lies? I mean, this guy and Rachel, they were dancing erotically. They were obviously grinding on each other. And this guy, probably in the throes of his emotions, was telling Rachel that, oh, they're going to continue with their feelings and whatever outside the house. Like, he was literally making that promise that outside the house, we're going to be a couple. Hearing him now, during his interview, guys, telling Ebuka that no, that even when he was evicted and Rachel wanted to cry, he was saying, no, now you are doing too much. I'm like, bro, you and the lies, come on. Anyways, he also predicted that Fina will win, but he would love for Brian to win so that both of them will go out of the house and share the money anyways. But guys, I'm sorry, I don't think I've actually really recovered from Giddyfia's interview because that guy, the way he even said what he said with his full chest, come on, it was alarming. I fear will not fear Giddyfia. Now for Diana, she revealed that getting into the house, she had to kind of shrink her true personality, you know, because she felt like being one of the oldest housemates in the house, she needed to actually ensure that there was decorum in the house. So her stay in the house found her most of the time, you know, pacifying people, trying to calm down situations, especially when housemates were flaring up. But then for what happened between herself and Chichi, she was actually shocked. It took her unawares because she was one of Chichi's strongest support systems in that house. So for the reasons Chichi did whatever she did, she has no freaking idea whatsoever why Chichi did what she did. About the whole Giddyfia situation, she said she was actually happy that Ebuka asked Giddyfia that question together with Rachel because at that point in time, she knew that she was vindicated. That Giddyfia and herself, they had been getting really close. Giddyfia had been saying a lot of things to her about getting into a relationship, and that she was now shocked that Giddyfia had automatically switched camp onto Rachel. But she had also taken out time to apologize to every single person watching, you know, watching the show. She had apologized for calling Rachel an Asheo. She had apologized for the way she overreacted with Rachel. And then she had gone ahead to talk about her favorite housemate, who turns out to be Elo Swags. For her, Elo Swags has a good heart. He has been there for her, was the first person to even welcome her into the Big Brother house on the very first day of the show. And then for her least favorite housemate, it's Shags. For her, it's all of his attitude, his wanagana, that for her, she just wasn't feeling it at all. And then about the person she thinks will win, she says she wants Hello Swags to win, but if it comes down to who she thinks will win, then it could be Fina, it could be Groovy, it could be any other person in the house, because they all are very good contenders and they all have very, very good games going on for them. So ladies and gentlemen, I am still looking forward to more media rounds that these housemates will have. I feel like more spillage will happen by the time they start having more and more interviews. But for now, just go ahead and let me know your thoughts about what they have actually reviewed so far, all right, with Ebuka in the comment section below. And I will see you guys on another video soon. Have an amazing day. Bye.